Good morning, class. My name is Dr. George Anderson Jr. I happen to be the course coordinator, the chief examiner, and lecturer for the course. The course has the course code EBS 478D/RLH337D with the title Christian Ethics. This is the very first unit of our course. And the unit has a title towards an explanation of ethics. This is section 1. The section's title is What is Philosophy? I've said that there is a need for us to discuss what philosophy is before we commence this lecture or this course. This is because the course we are taking has its roots in the study of philosophy. Lesson objective. By the end of this section, you should be able to give the meaning of philosophy, identify the branches of philosophy, explain the branches of philosophy. What is the origin of philosophy? In fact, the origin of philosophy goes back to ancient Greek world. We are saying that Greek thinkers such as Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Anaxagoras, Thales, Xenophanes, among others, are the progenitors of ancient Greek philosophy. These thinkers engage in critical reflection on issues that bordered about life, existence, democracy, politics, religion, among others. What is this word philosophy? Etymologically, philosophy comes from two Greek words, philo and sophos. Philo means love and sophos means wisdom. In short, we say philosophy is a love of wisdom. It is important to also state the word philosophy and philosopher has been ascribed to Greek thinker Pythagoras. Pythagoras happens to be one of the ancient Greek philosophers. If you remember, when we were in senior high school, we had what we call Pythagorean theorem with the equation A plus B plus gives you C plus. This is the very person we are talking about. What are some of the definitions of philosophy? First, when we want to talk about what philosophy is, we can say that it is the love of wisdom. We can also say it is one's way of life. Again, we can say it is a discipline that is studied in the university. In the University of Cape Coast, there is a department we call Classics and Philosophy. Now, let's look at what we mean by love of wisdom. By love of wisdom, we are saying that philosophy deals with a thoughtful reflection about the basic questions that human beings can ponder, such as what is the nature of this universe? What is the nature of humans? How did we come about? How did the universe come into being? Was it created by God or it came into being as a result of the Big Bang theory? Philosophy also wants to look at issues pertaining to the source of knowledge and existence. Blackburn, 2005, has said that philosophy is the study of the most general abstract features of the world and categories with which we think, including the mind, matter, reason, proof, and truth. Philosophy also deals with the study of problems which are abstract in nature, they are very general. These issues, which are abstract in nature and are very general, include, but not limited to, knowledge, morality, reason, and the human purpose on this earth. As humans, what is our purpose on this earth? When we begin to think about all of these things, then we are on the level of philosophizing. We are thinking. So for some, philosophy is thinking upon. As a discipline, in our context, it has branches. One of the branches of philosophy is epistemology. Epistemology comes from the Greek words episteme, which means knowledge, and logos, which means word, science, and study. In our context, we are using the two words science and study. It is a science because it is an organized body of knowledge. It is a study because it involves research, rigorous search, understanding of the basics of knowledge. So we are saying that this branch of philosophy investigates the origin, nature, structure, methods, and validity of knowledge. Everything pertaining to knowledge is what the branch of philosophy we call epistemology is concerned about. There is another branch we call metaphysics. It comes from the two Greek words meta, which means beyond, and physica, which means physical. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy which is concerned with principles, structures, and meanings that underline all observable reality or the nature of existence. In other words, metaphysics deals with the question of existence. By the question of existence, metaphysics want to begin to ask questions like, does God exist? Does heaven exist? Is there hell? Has a human being many souls? When one dies, where does one go? These are the issues metaphysics would want to deal with. Another branch of philosophy which is of interest to us is logic. I remember in the senior high school, we had what we call logical reasoning, mental, and we were running away. We didn't want to come to class. So what is this logic about? It deals with critical use of the mind to engage in proper reasoning, thus distinguishing between good and bad reasoning process. With logic, we are dealing with the question of proper reasoning processes, where we start from one level, including the premises, and getting to the last level, we call the conclusion. The last branch of ethics, which is of interest to our entire course, is the last branch of philosophy, which is of interest to our entire course, is ethics. Ethics from the Greek word ethikos. It is concerned with the rightness and wrongness of human conduct. Those actions we call right, those actions we call wrong, based on a standardized code of principles or precepts that society or individuals have proposed to guide human conduct and what have we done so far? We have looked at the term philosophy. We have said that philosophy comes from two Greek words, philo and sophos, which means love of wisdom. It's also about critical reflection and rationalization on issues that concern human beings and their place in the cosmos. We also said it has four branches: metaphysics, epistemology, logic, and ethics. I hope you enjoyed this session.